Hi Minasan, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Abby Kareen, your friendly neighborhood nerd, and we are back with Rings of Power. This is episode 4 called The Great Wave. So I'm assuming they're probably talking about the orcs because this is the time of the orcs. Okay, so it's not the actual rising of the orcs, but the orcs are taking over Mordor. So I'm assuming we'll be touching base with Arondir and his story, meeting Adar or Sauron. Potentially, I hope we actually get to see him. I don't know if it's going to be like a mystery and we like never really see his face until like the end, or if they're going to actually reveal him. I hope they reveal him because that's just me. But we're going to jump into this and see what this episode's about. If you'd like to check out the full reaction to this episode, you can find it on my Patreon. And don't forget to like, leave a comment, and subscribe, and follow me on my social media. All right, let's do it. Is there a rumbling? No, this is that mountain going to erupt? Or is this maybe a dream she's having? Great visual, great shot. That was a great shot. Oof. Oh. Yeah, so if y'all didn't know, this is what's supposed to happen. Yeah, it's supposed to be like Atlantis. Oh, damn, that's gonna be scary as hell. This must be, sorry, this is so loud. So she can have visions of the future. Ooh. Ooh. That's a scary one to have.
Taking your train.
Took her jobs, took their jobs. So silly.
Tired. Don't age.
Just taking your jobs. I'm pretty sure the queen does not like her. Funny how it's just like, this is how people are. They just make these assumptions and then just get so, oh, calling you out.
Or a gaggle of mewling children.
Gaggle?
Of Elros Tarminiatur, whose house conquered Morgoth himself.
Yeah. And y'all, I do know who Elros is. I know it wasn't in the cut for last episode, but I was really excited to see them talk about him. I get the people going. They support him. He's a shoo-in. If there was a coup, they would get him on the throne.
A handhold in a tempest. There is a tempest in me. It swept me to this island for a reason.
Yeah.
And it will not be quelled by you.
Yeah. You know, all y'all who hate on Galadriel, I'll have to talk to, I need to have a conversation with you later, but it's just like,
Don't tell me. Tavern brawl.
Sedition.
I still am 100% with this woman because like she knows what's happening, and like she can't just be like, can you please help me? Can I trade some gold? Like she needs this to happen because Sauron is taking over and she's like the only one really taking it serious. So the people who are calling her like conceited or cocky or whatever, I'm just like, y'all don't get it then, because like someone's got to do it. Gandalf didn't just go about being like, oh, he kicked Bilbo out that door, kind of, not really, but he invited a whole bunch of dwarves into his house for a reason. Like you gotta be go-getters. Gandalf and her go-getters. And when there's a serious issue happening, they take care of it. What's he going through? Sorry, I had to have my moment. I'm gonna have another moment about it later. Why is he not? Oh, ouch, rope burn. Rope burn. Oof.
I let it slip.
But he doesn't want to be.
He's that Helliot proper 100 times.
Yeah, he's bombing this on purpose. Ooh.
Off the sea god!
But that's what he wants. That's messed up. Great makeup effects, by the way. Like, really, really pleased with these orcs and how they look. This is what I wanted because The Hobbit kind of screwed it up for me with my orcs. Oh. So sad. He once was so beautiful. And now evil has twisted his skin and bones. How? Everyone has love in their heart. Mercy killing, for sure. Very interesting that they would give us a point of view of the orcs like mourning their dead, because you don't really get that. I mean, the visual wise, even I don't remember. I mean, this is probably all theatrical for this, but like just it's nice to see different perspectives.
For the men who have taken refuge in the old watchtower,
Always let him go,
deliver to them a message.
or join me kind of thing. Because I used to work with him. I hope he'll be okay and not like have his eyes cut out or something like despicable like that. Because that's just, But I guess it would make sense for Sauron to want these people, like, because their ancestors helped him. So, like, extra workers.
Where's this lot from?
Here, but
That makes it every village from here to Arondir.
Jeez. Is this any weapon? Any weapons at all to have? I just... Okay. Yeah. But I'm sure, like, since the earth is hollow, if they step in the wrong spot, they're gonna drop.
I'm not going in there. There might be more food.
I'll see no poor sheep heads. Sorry, I'm getting nervous because, like, those jump scares, they always get me. Don't do it, it's a trap. Everything's a trap in this world. So fine. All is well. What's it? Oh, the door's shutting. Oh. Gotta be watching those clouds. Shit. He's just dropping everything. No, mother love. Well, there he figured stabby stabby. Let's fight, bitch. Ah. I like this. Little Batman. You gotta be quiet. You gotta I'm just every noise. Just slowly go. Like quiet. Be quiet.
Are you suggesting Durin's got himself a wee girlfriend?
There is none other than you, Lily.
I know. Who'd have him?
So fun. She's like a highlight to the show.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask about, dearie?
Love her. So ride or die.
we're making good progress in the old mine.
Is he listening? He's got that good ear.
No. I know exactly where I'm going.
Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Gentlemen, please. Gentle dwarves, I'm sorry. Not men. I love how he's just like playing detective. He's on to something. He's always like looking. He knows what's up. Are they searching for something in particular?
I do care for you. For this friendship.
And not you sneaking around, buddy.
And secrets do not become it. What is the meaning of all this?
Yeah.
Disa detected it during a routine gold seaming.
Of course she would, because she's fantastic.
When you or
Is that...
lighter than silk
Is it Mithril?
of caution.
Oh. So not even with his dad?
May I?
Having his blessing. Come on, buddy. We're friends. Come on. It's beautiful.
In our tongue, grey glitter. Yours something like me proud.
Mithril. Very cool.
No, it would be Mithril.
Love. That's fab. Ooh, we get to see it in its raw form like this. This is why it's probably dangerous, huh? Because it can collapse. Oh no. A cave-in? That's a bummer. Yeah, I mean, his dad did tell him, it's not safe. So that is a fear. Oh, that sucks.
Well, Queen's Court isn't exactly your usual battlefield, is it?
Yeah, you have to have the right strategy and like who you're talking to and how you talk to them. That is true. I will say that about her.
It seems to me that you do well to identify what it is that your opponent most fears.
And exploit it.
No.
Rip out their guts.
See what happens when you stop galloping. Can you give yourself a moment to think?
I'm glad.
He's trying
No.
to convince me to leave this island and keep a deal.
Yeah. I do like that Halbrand is there because, like, this is, you need different perspectives. And, like, while I am so for her and what she's trying to do, there is some type of diplomacy and some type of, like, let me stroke your ego and, you know, think about, like, how I'm going to get what I want. Make you give me what I want because you think you want to give it to me, kind of thing. Real subtle there, Galadriel. I don't know how she's gonna get what she wants here. Oh, she's just probably gonna go up to the tower. Is she climbing? Doing that. Yep, look at her. Is that? Love to see it. Yeah.
The other 6 either lost
Or
hidden.
still.
Was passed to my father.
Is that?
A secret.
And that's the same one that Sauron has. So does... I guess I never knew how it came to Middle Earth. Did she bring it? Oh, interesting. Interesting. I like that. Okay, yeah. So if you know this is happening, I feel like we should leave.
Choose not the path of fear, that of faith. Stand with me. Let Numenor fight alongside the elves once more.
And if this is really the fate of the island and you knew, we should fight for Middle Earth and then create a new kingdom there. If,
They bind one
I don't know.
Galadriel. But it is too fine a thread from which to hang a kingdom.
That is okay. I understand. Because he's still taking those supplies, so he had a mission. I'm just, oh God. Y'all just see me just like, hi, duck. So suspenseful. Y'all already searched the you can do it. Hey, he'd make a great hobbit. Sneak in, sneak out, great burglar. Come on, buddy, you're so close. Is he gonna get captured? Oh, I don't know. I'm so scurried for him. Don't be like, oh, it's fine now. Did his mom come? Did Mama come? Mama has to come. Arondir. Oh my God.
They are coming.
Oh, heart. Oh, thank God he's there. Oh, love it. I was so nervous. Oh, that was sexy. That was so sexy. That was so hot. Let me just catch this arrow real quick. Shoot it back at ya. Bada boom. Bada boom, bada bing. This is also a beautiful shot. I'm sorry. It does all these shots. This is what I just appreciate the most about this show. It's just, you get such beautiful shots of just like Tolkien's world, or what, you know, people envision for it. And this is lovely. Oh, this is so pretty. Someone can still have a fucking arrow, please. Yeah, get out of range at least. Nerve-wracking. Woo. Woo, woo. That's scary. This is stunning too. It's the Misty Mountains. That is her singing. Disa is singing like a fucking siren of the sea. Lovely.
Cool's eventually cool.
Well, sometimes I wish they wouldn't. Sometimes I wish I could tell him exactly what I think of him. But never trade words with the old. Don't again!
One night it struck me that I would be only too happy to hear any judgment, so long as it granted me the opportunity to have but one more conversation with my father.
Some great knowledge. Thanks, friend. Friends among friends, just telling each other how it is.
Elrond, I was hopeful you might be able to settle something.
Oh, or stay for dinner.
You and my husband met.
I told you, I saved him from a hill troll. Two
Two
of
of
them.
them. Yes. I was asking Elrond.
Then I fear I have no choice but to amend your husband.
It's probably like 3.
3 trolls. It's I who saved him.
Remember the face you're gazing at a mirror.
And I came home in the forest.
This is like, okay, this is my favorite story. The one with Elrond and Durin and Disa. You can't leave her out. It's fab. That's the way to go. On your throne. Pose like a... Oh. My bad.
There is something more at work.
Good, my son. Good. Go to London. Find out what.
All right. I'm glad what's the message that he was supposed to send to them? But I mean, I'm glad that he's added that horde. Goodness.
What's wrong?
I mean, he's just been through something very traumatic. Lost his captain and his friend. Of course.
If we refuse?
He will smite you. That's what this is. Hold on. Hold on. Did I know this was called Orestirit? What? Bro, stop pulling this out like the ring, okay? I get it. You like it, but... So he'd be down to go back. Oh, they should not relay that message.
Do you know what it is?
I wonder if Theo's going to become one of the 9. I don't remember.
Sauron.
Now I want to look that up.
Oh, lad. You save your strength. You'll need
This
it
does not bode well.
for what's coming.
Gosh, that's not creepy. Thanks, old man Higgins. That's what I wanted to hear from you. This is the most dreary send-off ever.
I'll read this.
Is Halbrand going with her? No, he I know he wanted to stay. Always the elves standing on the ships. I mean, I just have poor balance, especially on water, so I would fall into the water. But she's got it. Good for her. Classy forever.
Your people will be relieved.
Y'all, this is so sad. Like, how much people are gonna die here? Oh. I wonder when that's gonna happen. I hope that's not the finale. Because, like, I want to see it, like, soon. Well, I guess we're halfway there. Oh, another petal's falling. Oh, woman, oh. Beautiful, but bad tidings are upon you, my dear sweet lady.
In the settlements.
Okay.
The Queen has laid bare her intent. Our ships will depart in 10 days.
Okay.
The expeditionary force will be made up of brave...
I'm glad she chose differently. That's great.
I will serve.
I guess.
I will serve.
Okay. The tides are changing. Ah, good shot at the end there. Love it. Okay, that was a great episode. It's a little bit slower, but I know we're building up to new things. But I really just love the storyline of Elrond and Durin. Of course, Elrond's just one of my favorite characters from Tolkien's world, so it's just great to see any bits of him. But I enjoy his friendship and relationship with Durin and Disa. I love like their conversations, because I mean it kind of rings to heart, like at least with the parent thing. But like I'm just glad that they're able to be open with each other. It might take some convincing because, you know, there's been some, you know, some tension, but like, I just enjoy what's happening there. And like, it's really cool to see Mithril, you know, in its rawest form. Just, I mean, we saw glimpses of it when obviously Gandalf took the party or the fellowship through Moria, but like it's just cool to see like the beginnings of Mithril and just like the excitement of the dwarves, just like this new ore. It's like, I don't know, I find that very cool. The whole thing with Theo and Broin, I think that's her name. I always feel like I'm butchering it, but and you know, Arondir, that story is very interesting because it's just like, it's sad to know what's going to become of the Southlands. It will become, you know, Mordor, which is really disheartening, and that's what I was seeing. Orosirith, which I believe where Faramir. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know if this is the same place. Just kidding. Yeah, he had to reclaim Osgiliath. That's what it was. The O was throwing me off. Yeah, because that's in Gondor. Then that's on my bad. Okay, but that's fine. Like, again, I don't know everything. I'm glad to at least touch base in all these places. But, okay, but interesting. But nonetheless, very concerned about Theo. And this is one thing I don't remember. Because, like, of the rings that were given to, you know, man, dwarf, and elf, the ones I really studied about because I love them were the elves. So it's just like, I don't know the 9 men who received those rings of power. I'm curious if Theo is one of them. I mean, and that may not be accurate. I'm not quite sure. Again, I don't know the history of who of the men got rings, so it's just we'll see. But this is very like nerve-wracking, just because it's like, oh yeah, these people were, at least their ancestors were, like diehard Sauron fans. They're like, what's good? This is our man. So it's just like the fact that this old man Higgins over here is just like, the time's a-coming. Time's coming, my boy. Get ready to start slashing people. It's just like, I feel like it's going to put the villages against each other for the people who are going to, you know, start serving with Sauron versus the people who are like, no, this is our home. So there'll be like some type of civil war, I imagine, which does not bode well. That's really upsetting. And again, it is kind of sad to think about because it's like these people, these lives, like it will never go back to normal where they are because of what happens obviously in the future and what happens to that land becoming Mordor. So it's, you know, it's like a damn, there's nothing we can do to help them. Same thing with like Numenor too. It's just like, if you didn't get the hints, you know, I was trying to like not spoil, but I feel like now it's appropriate. The whole island sinking is a very high possibility. So it's just like, I'm happy the Queen and Galadriel could like figure out something to go help the Southlands, but like I'm still very concerned for the people that are still there. I don't know how it ends. I don't know if people can like get out or if this is like Atlantis thing where it's just like, it's too late. Y'all are done for. So we'll have to see how that continues on. And I feel like we're not going to get that theatrical, beautiful, cinematic moment until probably the end of the season. If it does happen this season, I'm not quite sure if they were trying to aim for season 2. I just haven't looked into that quite yet. But we'll just have to wait and see. But fingers crossed. I will end again because I know in this actual reaction I was talking about Galadriel, which, like, you know, obviously there's really, really strong critics of the show who are just not happy whatsoever. And then there's some people who are just coming in, you know, with fresh eyes and be like, ugh, I hate this character. But like, I love her. I love Galadriel. And of course, she's another elf that I really love besides, you know, Glorfindel and Elrond. But it's just like, obviously Halbrand had a great point where it's just like, you can't just charge in and demand all these things. So that I totally get. She was very arrogant in that way. But like overall, I'm still so for her because like she knows something is wrong and like you got to do what you got to do to get the results that you need to like save people. And you know, I did compare her a bit to Gandalf, because Gandalf is essentially the same way. He's pushy, and he's just like takes no for an and doesn't take no for an answer, and he, you know, sometimes he has to trick you into doing what he wants, but it's just like sometimes you got to do it when you're the wisest person in the room. But like he definitely knows how to like maybe charm people a bit more with his old wizarding ways. But I think people, or some audience right now, are being a bit harsh on Galadriel. I don't know if it's because she's a woman, which I hope not. But, you know, unfortunately there are those people who are just like, oh, just another bossy woman. But like, no, I stand firm with what she's doing. But she can learn a bit of grace in handling situations. What would Gandalf do? WWGD. Just like, what would Gandalf do? Like, pretend you're him. I know she doesn't know him yet, but it's just like, sometimes you gotta wine and dine these people, and just like, kind of what he was saying, like, you know, where it's just like, okay, so you see this fear, how do we like manipulate it? I don't know. I'm going deeper into it than what I need to, but like nonetheless I'm excited, and I feel hopefully that things will pick up a bit more and we'll see some more action pretty soon. Great for Arondir to save Theo in that moment. Like that was a very nerve-wracking scene for him to like get out and stay safe. I think I had a little bit more anxiety with that one than when I watched Merry and Pippin escape the Uruk-hai. So it's just like interesting. I don't know. It's cool. But I'm going to stop so I can start editing this soon so I can get it out to you guys today. But thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments, obviously. Like, you know, I try for the first hour just to stay in the comments and talk with y'all. And I'm hear everyone's point of views, hear like the actual facts from the actual lore, which is always exciting. And I appreciate the people who have been commenting and sharing their wisdom and insight into this, because it's great. And, you know, the majority of you have been so kind about it and just like being cordial and just like, you know, just sharing what you know, which is really awesome. And I appreciate you for doing that. So keep on doing it. I'll be there in the comments talking with y'all pretty soon. So thank you again, and I will see you in the next reaction. Bye.